Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is shear force and bending moment for various type of loading. Here you see this point load. One is uniformly distributed load, another one is uniformly varied load. So okay, first what is my point load? Point load is acting at a point. It has very small area, so a length is negligible. For example, when you consider this is in a beam, this one is in a point load. When point load is acting at a beam, here is acting at some point only. Okay, so here no area, this tip only acting in the beam, in the scale, so the area become very small. So like that. For another example, let us consider this is in a wooden block, this is in a nail. When I hit the nail in the wooden block, it penetrate the wooden block by small area only, not a big area. It's penetrate through the tip, some diameter only it's penetrate, so there is no area for that nail. Okay, do you understand the same concept? This is in a beam, this is an UDL, this is in a point load is acting, means it penetrate through the point load acting at a point only, so there is no area for this load, so the length is negligible. So for that, here no area, so for shear force value will be W, the load only comes. Okay, again for shear force diagram, the line become, when a point load is acting on the beam, the line become vertical straight line. The line become vertical straight line. Okay, again when you go for bending moment, what is my bending moment? Force into perpendicular distance. Okay, bending moment means force into perpendicular distance. Here force is, this is shear force is only a force, so we take this force is W. What is the perpendicular distance for loading? When a point load is acting on a beam like this, means this length of the scale, this the beam is length is L. When a point load is acting like this, means what is the perpendicular distance? This is the perpendicular distance, so we write it as WL. Do you understand? This is force, this one is perpendicular distance. Okay, for bending moment diagram, the point load is indicated as inclined line. The line like this. Okay, do you understand? Again, some question having this class, this type of point load. When a point load is acting inclined to an angle, so for this condition you have to convert this inclined point line into vertical and horizontal point loads. For a horizontal, the load becomes W cos theta, and for vertical W sin theta. Basically, the shear force and bending moment is caused due to vertical load only. So we consider this vertical value for sin theta, W sin theta. So here W sin theta is the shear force value. Same concept for point load. Here load is acting perpendicular to at the point of the direction of the beam, so there is no area for this beam load, so the length is negligible. Here same, the shear force diagram is having a vertical straight line. For bending moment, force into perpendicular distance. What is the value of force? W sin theta into perpendicular distance is same L. Same indication is inclined line. Okay, do you understand? Next one is uniformly distributed load. What is my uniformly distributed load? The load is uniformly running throughout the length of the beam. This is the beam. The load is uniformly running throughout the beam. For example, let us consider this is a beam. Okay, this one is a uniform distributed load. This box is a uniformly distributed load. See this diagram, first diagram, same like that. The load is acting in the form of a rectangular shaped box only. So let us consider this is an UDL load having a length L and the load is W. Acting load will be going downward direction only. So the load will be here W, here W, here W, here also WW. So this is an UDL load. This box is an UDL load. First, this is a beam. Again, I am placing this UDL load into this beam, or else I am taking this note. Okay, let us consider this is a beam. So this UDL is acting in the beam. So the load is W is acting on the UDL. The length of the beam is L. Do you understand? The length of the beam is L. Okay, the length of the beam is L. The load is acting as W. So for this UDL, you have to convert this UDL into point load. First, you have to convert this UDL into point load. Convert to point load. Point load means point load. Here we have to consider the area. For this UDL having a area. For point load there is no area, but UDL having area. Area of a rectangle. This box is shape of a rectangle. This UDL is also shape of a rectangle. What is the area of rectangle? Area of rectangle is length into breadth. Here this is length. Sorry, this is length, this is breadth. So breadth value is W, here W, and this length value is L. So the load is W into L. We convert this UDL into point load. For the force of a shear force value is W into L. This is the shear force value. Okay. Next one. For shear force diagram, the UDL will be indicated as inclined line. Okay. Next, for bending moment, force into perpendicular distance. The force is W into L. What is the perpendicular distance? Here, what is the value for center of gravity? CG for rectangular beam. The CG for rectangular beam is acting center of the length, acting center of the rectangle. So acting center means the length L, center means L by 2. So for this UDL also, the point load, be converting this UDL into point load, where it is acting at the center of the UDL position. Here L, the acting center, so L by 2. So what is the force value? W into L into perpendicular distance is L by 2. So write it as W L square by 2. This is force, this one is perpendicular distance. Here is the easy way. We consider this UDL as a box, rectangular box, where is the center of gravity is acting on the rectangular box, is acting at the center. So center of the length value, so L by 2, W L square by 2. Again bending moment diagram, draw it as parabolic line, parabolic curve. Okay. Again, in some problems, the UDL is not acting throughout the acting in entire beam. Some distance the UDL is stopped. For this condition, I am taking moment at this place. Here I am taking moment means we have to consider this remaining length. For that problem, the shear force is same, W into L. The load condition diagram also same, inclined line. Only the bending moment is changed because due to this remaining length. When I take a moment here, this is A point means, when I taking moment here means we have to consider this remaining length. When I calculate bending moment at B here means no need to calculate this remaining length. Why? Because due to this UDL it creates some deform moment here also, so we have to consider this remaining length. For that purpose we have two formulas. We write by two formulas. First one is W L square by 2 plus W into L into remaining length, or second one is WL plus into L by 2 plus remaining length. The values are same for this both expression, no difference in values, the values are same. Okay, if you want me check that. WL square by 2 plus W into L by RL. RL means this is RL. When taking moment at A means the UDL is acting, after that some distance you have to take moment means like this formula. Same parabolic curve comes. Okay, you understand? Next one is uniformly varied load. What is uniformly varied load? It's uniformly varied throughout the length of the beam. Let us consider this box is like a triangle. When I'm closing this portion, let you consider this is a triangle of a shape. So this is a rectangle of a shape of this UDL drawing. Okay, here this is an L, so this is a W and this is an L. This is in the inclined position. Let us consider. Okay, same like that we have to convert this UVL into point load. So first convert UVL to point load. So here for UDL I am taking the area of rectangle. Here I am taking area of triangle. What is the area of triangle? Of into B into H. Here this is the base value, this is the height value. So same like that, this is base, this is height. So this is W, this one is L. So write the point load values of into base value is B L into W. So for the shear force value of UDL will be WL by 2. Okay, for this UVL the shear force diagram will be parabolic curve. Okay, for bending, when we going for bending moment, what is bending? Force into perpendicular distance. Here force is WL by 2. What is the perpendicular distance? For UDL the perpendicular distance is, for rectangle is acting center of the length. So for the same the UVL for triangle, what is the CG value? CG value is acting 1/3 distance. CG value is acting 1/3 distance. So we take 1/3 distance, where it act at the length value. So base L. So WL square by 6. This one is force, this one is perpendicular distance. Here the CG value is acting 1/3 distance for triangle. Okay, so we take 1/3 into L. L it's act at the length, the base value. So for this bending moment diagram, the line become cubic curve. The line become cubic curve. Line become cubic curve. Do you understand? Thank you for watching.